Richard Rawl is here.
Soul Sessions.
Soul Sessions.
Mr. Soul Sessions. I think I'm going to change my name just for the duration of this week. They can call me Mr. Soul Sessions.
I like it.
Yeah.
And I like the Mr. too. A little bit of respect, I think, is due there.
Respect.
So, yeah, very good. Very good there. So Soul Sessions. You sort of mentioned this earlier. Part of the reason for that is just because, I guess, of all the influences that you brought into your music, right?
Yeah, I would say, concept albums.
Yeah.
Starting with, I think we start with Marvin Gaye.
Mm-hmm.
With his What's Going On album, and
right.
then we go to another great influence, who I think is one of the greatest artists ever, is Curtis Mayfield with Superfly,
right.
Incredible, and then Stevie Wonder when he did Songs in the Key of Life, Volume 1 and 2. These concept albums, changed the game. They were game changers, and I had a steady diet of this music nonstop, and that's
with that, huh?
Yeah, and just during the whole creation of this album, this is what I was listening to, so this inspired the music.
Cool.
Incredible. Go get those albums. I'm telling you. If you don't have them, you have to go get those and put them in your collection. Great, some of the greatest music ever created. All
right, good endorsement there.
Yeah.
Go to Amazon right now and do that. But don't do it right now. We're going to hear a live song from Richard now. Then you can do it a little bit later. Amazon will still be there and you come back. I like the tangible CD myself, I'm saying. But you can download them tonight, though. So the song you're going to do here, the full name of it is There's No Tomorrow, right?
There is no tomorrow.
Would you like to say anything about that before we get into it?
It's a personal record. There's a lot of personal issues I address. You got to hear it. When maybe you'll hear some things that inspire some questions, or the audience, the people out there listening. I'm sure you'll hear some things that will inspire you to ask some questions.
All right.
Yeah.
If you think of any questions or comments, text in 56221. You can do it while Richard's performing or a little later, whatever moves you. So
yeah.
All right. So you ready, Richard?
Let's go.
This is Richard Rawl. There's No Tomorrow. 93.7 WSTW. Hometown Heroes.
How can I explain?
Yeah. How y'all feeling out there? Richard Rawl, ladies and gentlemen. They don't care about us. They laugh at us and doubt us. Misplaced in time and space, hoping I gotta find my faith. Religion was meant to divide us. We look into the heavens instead of the God inside us. I try to be modest and weather the storm. Talk the helping hand you're looking for dwells at the end of your arm. Born in this cold world, hoping I keep warm. Vic died and I couldn't mourn. They say he's here in spirit, but nah, I miss him in the physical form. I drank a fifth on the day he was born. I remember the one, 33 and still live with his moms. He got knocked, came home, and now we study Islam. Made $1 million off of stocks and bonds. He's doing good. He moved out of the hood and mailed me a Quran. Pen in my palm, I'm still writing. Cancer plaguing James 3 years now, but at least he's still fighting. If tomorrow ever comes, yeah. So if tomorrow ever comes, you're now rocking with the best, Richard Rawl. If tomorrow ever comes, yes. So if tomorrow ever comes, yeah, life in the hood, love it, but it ain't all good. And Vic, if I could bring you back, then I would. Wishing I could, never understood these crazy brothers going raw. Now thinking she could be your baby's mother. Had the kid, but he won't bother. I ain't a scholar, but I understand every man ain't fit to be a father. And you hoping that he won't run, but you complaining when that child support check don't come. How does it feel when your ex rejects your son? He wants sex, but claiming that he respects your son. Look, I'm not the one to gossip. You're pregnant by him again, a lost soul blowing off in the wind. Try crying, but it just won't work. Say you got your tubes tied, but to me it only made things worse. That's why it's hard for me to bring a child into this earth. Baby mama drama for raw, that won't work. To my sis, don't let the pain stress you. I see it as joy, you had a baby boy and his pops up and left you. Now I see it as something special, cause now I'm stuck with being the uncle and the father figure to my nephew. And to my unborn, take care of this on, cause what they did to him was wrong. And still I carry on in your memory. Holler from heaven, you forever got a friend in me. No doubt, sat on the couch and you told me I was one of the best. Never settled for less, told me I was better than the rest. Rose up, gave a pound, said much respect, was shot to death and we was just talking. I couldn't visit your wake, scared to see you propped up in the coffin. I got in my honor, working a late night. I even went and copped the Honda. I'm trying hard, but the world left your boy scarred. Dear God, if tomorrow ever comes,
How can I explain?
yes. That's off of my new album. That's off the Soul Sessions, ladies and gentlemen. It's called There Is No Tomorrow, produced by Flux 302. Thank y'all for having me. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, Mark. I appreciate it. This is Hometown Heroes, ladies and gentlemen. Where y'all hear that good music, that soulful music, that creative music. Yes. Ha!
All right, 93.7 WSTW Hometown Heroes. That was Richard Raw. There Is No Tomorrow. Very cool, sir. Very cool.
Yes.
You were talking to me, but I didn't want to address you while you were doing the song. There.
Okay,
I figured I'd wait till after, you know.
Okay.
That way,
okay.
and preserve the integrity of the song there.
Because I missed the soul sessions, that's why.
Exactly.
Soul, everybody needs a soul session.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Now, you've mentioned earlier, like Muhammad Ali, you mentioned, that he was an inspirational man there.
Yeah, I mean, when we look at athletes or whatever, he was more than just an athlete. Right. I remember, the stories of my mom saying that, well, they wanted to draft him to go into the military, and he felt like that was against his morals, against his religion. Right. And he just felt like it was something he didn't want to do. And as a result, they stripped him of his belt. They wouldn't, they stripped him of his belt. He couldn't really make a decent living like he did boxing. And eventually he fought it and he found his way back into boxing. But anybody who takes that type of stance and believes in something to the point where they're willing to sacrifice finances and accolades, I think you have to respect somebody. Even if you don't agree with what he did, you have to respect someone who is willing to sacrifice money and fame and fortune because he says my morals and my values are number one.
Yeah, he didn't sell out there.
Not at all.
Stood by what he believed. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, well, and some we'll talk about in the next hour. You have a song coming up too called "American Heroes," and
yes,
you got some more people we could talk about there, which is very interesting there.
Yes,
so. Yes. All right, very good. So, 56221 is the text number if you'd like to text in if you have a question or just want to do a shout out. Say hey, that's pretty cool. All right, well, we're going to hear one more track from the Soul Sessions in just a few minutes there. Do you want to tease that? Do you want to say anything about it to tease people?
Yeah. Well, this song was just influenced by, people who inspired me.
All right.
So I just name a lot of different people. Okay. The record was produced by Al Productions. It features James McClellan from The Sermon.
He's everywhere.
Robert Mastrapolito from The Sermon as well. And a special guest that's playing trumpet is Tony Smith. We call him the Big Cat.
All right.
He is the man.
All right.
And He learned trumpet by a man named Boise Lowry, and Boise Lowry is the one who taught Clifford Brown. So there's a lot of history.
All right,
there.
Definitely there.
Yeah,
definitely. A very well-known musician from Wilmington has a jazz festival named after him now.
Yes, yes, and he's one of the best trumpet players around. I mean, he's well known. So, and he came through and participated on a project, and that to me, knowing his history. It was just amazing being in the studio and him saying, "Oh, I like what you're doing." That right there was, likes on Facebook can't equal to him coming to the studio and just enjoying what I'm doing.
And he's a man who knows his music, so
he knows his music.
All right, so
All
right, so in a few minutes we're gonna hear that track,
America's Heroes, and it features Naja Nicole on vocals.
All right, very talented lady with a beautiful voice too.
Yes.
So, all right, so that alone is worth sticking around to the end of the show here.